Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lin, and we're here to talk about a WandaVision theory that there is a coven in Westview pulling the string behind everything. Now, the main reason I arrive at this theory is Agatha's brooch, which is a triple goddess figures. Some people think the top bit is a scythe. It's not, it's the bottom branch of a tree. Because the triple goddess are often depicted harvesting fruit or in front of a tree of life. The triple goddess is a common figure in many mythology and often represent the divine femininity and presented as three distinct figures of mother, maiden, and crone, meaning old lady. Because early Christianity's tendency to lump all pagan and old world worship as witchcraft, they also come to known as symbol of witchcraft. One of the most famous triple goddess figures, Hecate, is actually known as the goddess of witchcraft. Now, they could just be using the brooch to show that Agatha is secretly a witch. It's definitely part of it, but I also think it's also hinting us that there are three witches in play here. Because of the triple goddess motif being highly influential on literature, there are a lot of three witches in fiction. Shakespeare's Macbeth have famously the three witches. There's also Hocus Pocus, the Swamp Hags in The Witcher, Charmed, The Craft. A lot of fiction, modern or classic, have three female witches in it. Now, I think this trend will continue in WandaVision, and the brooch is a little foreshadowing of that fact. So, beside Wanda and Agatha, who else? My bet is Dottie Jones. She not only shares a last name with Arcana Jones, her husband also had the same name as Arcana Jones' husband, Phil Jones. There are little clues like Wanda's magic is red and she grew red flowers. Agatha's magic is purple, she grew purple flowers. And Dottie is shown tending to yellow roses. And in the comics, Arcana's magic is yellow colored. There is also when Wanda and Monica's fight spill out onto the roads, Dottie can be seen watching them quite suspiciously. I think the Coven, Agatha and Dottie, need something from Wanda, maybe due to her being a Nexus being. So I think they are planning on recruiting her or blackmailing her and somehow getting her to join. And I think they will be revealed as the Purple Witch, the Yellow Witch, or whatever fancy name they have for those colors. And then that's how Wanda will get her name as the Scarlet Witch. But I also think Agatha will still change side. I'm basing this on the fact that Agatha is not actually an outright evil character in the comic. She's mixed. I would certainly say she's amoral, but she's mostly end up siding with heroes. She babysit Franklin Richards. That's actually her first appearance as the old babysitter for Franklin Richards, Reed Richards and Sue Richards' son. She's Wanda's magic mentor. She teaches her magic. The business with Mephisto, which is why everybody is talking about Mephisto in this show, is she's not actually planning something evil. She wasn't helping Mephisto. She used Mephisto reabsorbing the kids, which is part of his soul, as an opportunity to banish Mephisto. She just didn't care about these conjured up kids that aren't real. She cared for Wanda enough to wipe her memory of the kids to ease her pain. It's when Wanda remembered that happened that started the conflict between them, which ended up with Wanda killing her, leading into the events of House of M. Don't worry about it though, this is the comics, so she got better. So because she's not an inherently evil character, I think she can turn and help Wanda in the end. I know, she killed a dog, so for some of you guys, she's very unredeemable. But they can handwave that away. If after the turn, after she changed side, Wanda or one of the children say, but you killed Sparky, she can just summon Sparky and say something like, oh, he was just an apparition or an illusion. I actually think that this whole thing with Sparky is part of her plot. I think she was testing Wanda because she lost someone who she wants to bring back, and she wants to know if Wanda has that power. Because to her, she might, because the Vision is back and the Vision was dead. So she was probably trying to test out if she really has that power and if she can help Agatha bring someone back. Whatever is happening in Westview, I think Agatha is only a part of it to get a way to bring somebody back. And if she does change her side, we still have our version of the good guys triple goddess. We would have Wanda, Monica, and Agatha, Mother, Maiden, and Crone. Because let's face it, Agatha is probably hundreds of years old, going back to the Salem witch trials time. Which leads me to the other possibility that the whole town of Westview could be made out of warlocks and witches. Because the most villainous Agatha Harkness has been was during her origins in Salem and later in a town called New Salem. She believed in a twisted survival of the fittest crap and straight up gave over some of her coven to witch hunters to cull the weak and strengthen the magical community. You know, eugenic bullshit. Now the Witchfinder thing probably wouldn't happen, but Westview could be New Salem. Maybe they founded a new town for witches and warlocks over a nexus of all realities to use the magical energy source. It could explain what drew Wanda to that town. Now the citizens in Westview are clearly unwilling participants of the hex, but maybe Dottie, Agnes, and Wanda, or all of the above, could have just forced this upon a town of witches and warlocks? Oh, and with stuff regarding Nexus beings and Nexus of all realities, or if you want to find out what Agatha or the Coven is up to, check out my breakdown of episode 7. Now, I think episode 8, we're going to get a flashback to Agatha's origins, maybe during Salem witch trials, and that will reveal a Coven and an origin for Westview. Let me know what you guys think below. If you have any ideas, or if you think there is a Coven at the heart of it all, we should find out soon enough. And hey, if I turn out to be right, maybe come back and leave me a like and a subscribe. Or you could just do it now, there's no harm in that. I'm really excited about how this show is gonna wrap up, guys. Hopefully they deliver big. But that's all from me for now. I will see you next time. Peace.